Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I have pink hair. If you haven't seen my hair transformation video already, then go and check it out. It should be the one before this one. And yeah, I bleached my hair twice and then toned it and then put pink in, and this is what we came out with. So if you haven't seen that, then do check it out because it was a lot of fun and something to keep me entertained during lockdown, of course. So today we are doing this Stacey Marie look. This look was originally done by Stacey Marie on a Instagram live, and Make Me Up Missa did a version of it as well, and Missa did a drugstore version, which is what I've attempted to do using the Soph Extra Spice palette, which looks a little bit like this. The palette is beautiful. The shades are all super creamy and just they come up, the pigment comes off really well in them, and it's amazing for a drugstore palette. So if you've got it and you want to have a play with it, do something like this because you use so many of the colours and it's not your everyday look. Obviously we don't do everyday looks on this channel, really, do we? But yeah, have a play with it and see if you guys maybe could come up with something similar or make your own look and tag me in it and we can all stay in touch. So if you haven't done so already, please do like, comment and subscribe down below, and if you want to ring the notification bell then that would be nice too. I'm trying to upload twice a week at the moment, but yeah, follow me on Instagram as well so we can stay in touch, and if you want to see how I came to this look then please do carry on watching. Okay guys, so I've zoomed you right in and we're going to start by priming my eye with the Plouise base in shade number 2, and I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I did a Priscilla, I think her Instagram name is PriscillaFVB. I'll pop a link to her Instagram down in the description, but I did a Priscilla masterclass over the weekend and she taught me how to prime my eye a little bit differently, so we're going to try that today. So I've just popped a load of spots all over, and normally I would use this flat brush to just pack it all on nice and thick, but she actually advised using a fluffy brush, so I'm using the Jessup 142 concealer buffer brush to just pat this around like so. And I have put it here on my sort of temple area because this look is going to get blown out. And I know a lot of people put their concealer on like this anyway, but I hadn't tried it until doing it in the masterclass, and I realised it's probably the right way to do it. So you're just going to keep sort of pushing it in, especially if you've got hooded eyes. So press it right into where those creases go normally, which should hopefully stop your shadow from creasing. So we're going to go in with that first shade now, which is Brownies, this dark brown here. And we're just going to sort of stamp that on to map out the shape that we want. Now you can see that this shade does pretty much get covered up, so don't worry too much about being too accurate with this. There we go. So next we are going to use another fluffy brush and we're going to go in with the shade 21. This sort of raspberry pink colour. That's pretty much going to cover up that brown shade Brownies. Okay, so next we're going to go in with another fluffy brush, the Jessup 221, and we're going to use the shade Sweet and Sour, this orange shade. We want that to go sort of right along the edge of where that pink shade is. and we've got to remember that we want this to be quite blown out. So we're going to use the side of the brush to just drag this out as well, so that we get this nice blown out effect here. You can always do that after you've done your base. And then another fluffy brush, my Morphe Jeffree Star JS5, and we're going to use Vitamin C, this nice bright yellow. Okay, so that's pretty much the shape that we're going for. As you can see, the colours are all a little bit wishy-washy, they're not as bright and bold as this side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use these 4 smaller brushes, which are my Morphe Star JS12s and 13s, and I'm just going to pack on that colour again and blend it out again with the fluffy brushes. So we'll start with the darkest shade first, which is we're going to go in with 21, the pink one. So I don't know if you can see that orange shade is getting a bit lost in there. So we're going to go in with Running Late, this orange here, which is a little bit lighter than the other orange Sweet and Sour. And then back in with Vitamin C again. So I just want that to be a little bit more blown out. It's not as blown out as this side, so I'm going to go in with the pink shade 21. So now I'm ready to add the black shade, which I'm going to use my Morphe M431, and the black is actually this Reputation shade. Comes off as sort of a really deep green, but on the eye it's pretty much black, and that's going to go on both corners. And then we're going to use my fluffy Morphe Jeffree Star JS6 and the shade Enchanted, this purple shade, to connect the 2 blacks together and blend them out. And we want this black to come down to the under eye as well, so I'm just going to carry that down. So I'm just going to go back in with those little brushes, re-intensify the colours quickly, and then we'll be ready to add the shimmer. Okay, so we're ready to add the shimmer, which is Aurora, this shade here, and it's like a greeny olive kind of shimmery colour. So I'm going to use it wet. Okay, so as you can see, that looks a little bit plain and dull on its own, even though it is quite shimmery. We're going to use the Barry M Holographic eye topper in this shade Supernova. So I'm just going to take out the doe foot, and I'm going to use my Jessup 237 to pop that on. So I'm going to let that dry before I put another coat on. Okay, so it's nice and dry. We're going to pop another coat on in the same way. And you hardly need any of this. I've got hardly any on my brush. So I'm patting it on gently. And we will go back in with that Aurora shade in a second, but we're just going to let that dry first. And while that dries, we will start working on the lower lash line. So I'm just going to pop some Barry M Bold Waterproof Eyeliner in black on my waterline. So now I'm going to pop some more Plouise base on my lower lash line. just like I did above with the spots. That should be enough. And then we're going to blend it out with the Jessup 142. And this also really helps to correct any shape, like if you've done the wrong shape or anything like that, you can use it to correct the shape. And I'm going to use my Morphe M506 to take that up a bit closer. Might need a little bit more actually. So you can see that my lower lash line is primed and ready to go. I'm going to start off using the purple shade Enchanted on my Morphe Jeffree Star JS13. And this is going to go right the way along. Don't worry if the black eyeliner looks a bit messy right now, because we are going to come back and fix that. So now we're going to use the shade 21, which is the raspberry pink, on my Morphe Jeffree Star JS13. And then we're going to use the shade Sweet and Sour on the Morphe Jeffree Star JS12. And then the shade Vitamin C on another Morphe Jeffree Star JS12. Okay guys, so under eye is done, and I'm just gonna jump off camera now and finish off the rest of my base. So I'm gonna do my base and my brows and pop some lashes on, and then I'll come back and show you the final look. I'm also gonna sort this hair out because something's got to be done about it, you know. Okay guys, this is the final look done. It is very dark, very smoky, very dramatic. I will pop some pictures up of the Stacey Marie version and the Make Me Up Misser version, and any other recreations if I can find any. But yeah, I could have gone with a bright pink lip, but I thought that would be a bit predictable considering that I have bright pink hair. I might do my next look with some bright pink. I did have a play with my Morphe 39S and a bright pink lip a couple of days ago. So I will pop a picture of that on my Instagram so you can have a look. But yeah, this is the final look done. I'm not going to lie, I'm quite feeling myself with this pink hair. It sort of brought out my inner Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. Hopefully you guys have seen the video of me turning my hair pink. If not, I will link it up here for you. So let me know what you guys think of this look. If you guys have recreated it or anything like that, then tag me in it so that I can see too, because I know it's quite a popular look, or it has been at least the last few weeks, and I really enjoyed it. And my whole face is drugstore, my whole base, my lips. The only thing that isn't is my eyelashes and obviously my Plouise base, but other than that everything is from Superdrug pretty much. Thank you so much for watching this, guys. It's part of my Throwback series, and I really hope you've enjoyed it. It's always fun to play with older palettes, and that Soph Extra Spice palette is never going to get old. It's such a good palette. It's definitely one that you should have in your collection, guys. I would definitely recommend it, and I will list all the other products that I've used on my face below, and I'd recommend all of those as well because they're all great and super affordable, which we love. If you haven't done so already, then please do like, comment and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram so that we can stay in touch and get through this lockdown together. I hope you're all keeping well and keeping safe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.